Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Minnesota Vikings versus Drew Lock and the Seattle Seahawks.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off it. The 35.
Holding offense. Man, this is ridiculous, man.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They fake the handoff, now Lock. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the interception, here's Watson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw. Watson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 21. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
From the 44, Watson. And it's incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Balls in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Watson over the middle, complete. That's Spencer. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Clock now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action, it's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. We'll check on his status when we get back. Out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On the move to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now to the air, Locke. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Point after here coming up. And it is now 21-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and you're guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well, because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Getting caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Where was the Bucs, who were able to get the victory at home? The Bucs get off to a hot start as they make it 2 straight with the home victory. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. The Broncos able to even their mark at 1-1 after falling in their opener a week ago. And then finally, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football with a good one between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. His guys are on the road to blow out City. They lead it big as we send you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Block off of play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Locke. Dancing to his left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Locke. This is caught by Tate. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah.
The end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Well, they got Put the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the football going back to the Vikings offense.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense.
They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Locke. Rolling to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Locke going for it all. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw it is Locke. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, it's Watson.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
From the gun, it's Locke. Steps away. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
151 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Out to his left. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On the move to his left, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now out comes Minnesota. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.